Hey folks, today I'm going to make cashew butter with the Omega 8006 juicer. And I originally bought this juicer to juice, and now that I'm doing the keto diet and not really having fruit that much, I find that I'm using it more for nut butters. And I've never done cashew butter. I've done peanut butter, almond butter, and a mix of almond and walnut butter. But this is my first time trying cashew butter, and one of my friends highly recommended it. He said it's by far the best nut butter that he's had, so let's give it a try. I'm going to put this together really quickly. So this is the first piece that goes on here, and you put it right in here, and you turn this knob from the open to the closed position, and that locks it in. Then the second thing we do here is we put the auger in, and that'll also kind of snap in. And you'll see that we have two different screens we can use here. I'm going to use this one for nut butter. You can see that this is just a solid attachment here. This is the one you want to use if you're juicing, and this has a mesh screen at the end, as well as kind of a mesh plastic arrangement there. So if you're juicing, this is what you want to use. But since we're doing nut butter, I'm going to use this one. And I want this tab to be on the bottom here. So you just kind of put that on, and we have the end cap. We put it on here until it goes in, and twist it to the left to close it. And that's it. You know, we put the cap on here, and we're good to go. I mean, this machine's good to go. We're gonna start producing some nut butter. And you'll notice that they give you two containers here to use. If you're juicing, you're gonna get the juice in this container and the pulp in this container. But since we're doing the nut butter, all of it's gonna come out into this container. So let me turn the machine on. And now we have it running. So let me get a few cashews to put in here. And I'll just dump in a few here. And you'll kind of see how it runs. And with the nut butters, depending on how much fat is in there, you might want to run it through 2 or 3 times to get it to more of a smoother consistency. Or you can always add in some oil. I like to add in a little bit of coconut oil and mix that up just to make it a little bit creamier if it doesn't end up that creamy coming out of this machine. So let me do a few more here. And I do like to pace it. I don't like to shove as many as I can right down the tube. I like to make sure that they go in, in order. So let's sprinkle these into the hopper. And you can see coming out the other end. So this is really how the machine works if you're doing something hard like nuts. Let me get a close-up here of the texture, and I'll try and pick some up and see if you could see what it looks like. So it's very crumbly now. If I kind of smush it, it'll form into a butter kind of consistency, but right now it's very crumbly, and if I put this through a couple more times, it would get more creamy. So I have this going through a second time. You'll see when it comes out the end this time, it kind of looks more like pasta noodles almost. Let me push some through. So there you go. You can kind of see how it's becoming more and more like a nut butter as we pass this through 2 to 3 times.